Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Hope you're having a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching this. We're going on part 17, I believe, of Hogwarts Legacy, and in this episode, we are meeting Sebastian and Feldcroft. I think that's how you pronounce it. I think this is the mission. We were talking about it a few missions back. We're coming to, meet his sister. I don't know how this is gonna go. I can't imagine this mission will just be us just meeting his sister, but hey, let's just see what happens. Got a foo fame. Alright. Let's wait. Got some bottles up here. Looks like we'll be doing some drinking. Yeah, mate. Trying a little fun up here, man.
Enjoying the view.
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I
Curse, you
heard the goblin
say?
refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's.
Alright, yeah, that's fine. Then I'm sure after, we're gonna go mess up that castle, right? That one right there. Assuming that's the one.
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier.
He looks pretty
With
dead here.
Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time. Everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Thank you, little place. Let's enter.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
Damn.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
Time to go to the castle. Well, it sounds like.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
Yeah, poor Sebastian, man.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Let's talk to Anne first.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Maybe I could help you.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line.
I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
Uh, Sebastian's made up his mind. You can tell he's one of those guys where, like, when he believes in something, he'll stick by it.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I
All right.
wish you well.
You too, man. You too. Hope you're feeling better. Sebastian's a good guy. I remember when we first met him, he was kind of seemed like a dick, but he's a cool guy now.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
Surely there's something. I mean, come on. Magic.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
Hope could be a good thing, for sure.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you'll remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Yeah, we're gonna go to that castle. I already know
Why
for
will
sure.
you not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance of what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
He was a little out of line, yeah.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened.
Alright, yeah, bro. Let's figure this out.
Loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
Where you bringing me, bro? Come on. Let's go. We
All
gotta...
the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at
We got
this
a curse to
abandoned
heal.
estate. They've been digging for something.
If I can mess up some goblins, bro, you know I will.
Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ramrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Only good wizard is a dead wizard in my book. Not quiet enough. Not very good at this, are they? I work best. Expelliarmus.
Ow.
Incendiary.
Very unnecessary, man.
I won't get away with that. Expelliarmus. You've made your last mistake.
Bro, you're about to get messed up, bro. What do you mean last mistake? You look ugly.
How nasty.
Oh, that's kind of awkward.
Incendio.
Honestly. Die.
What an achievement to worry about. I'll bury you in that deep end. I will. I'm a goblin, not a
Oh damn, there's more of them? Where'd y'all come from? I'll really just be spawning out of nowhere, eh?
Was that your best?
There's a lot of these little goblins.
I confess.
Easy money.
That was a bit more than I'd bargained for.
Your slots are full.
Tried to warn you.
I'll have to go sell some things. I'm broke anyways. Alright, Sebastian, what you gotta show me,
The
man?
loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
They're trying to hide
It
something.
seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there
Billywigs.
might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around?
Yeah, man.
They seem to have set up camp here for a specific
Revelio.
reason. They have stations for everything. I've heard goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists.
Okay. What is this?
Whose home was this?
Bit abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumor was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Up here?
Revelio.
Let's check this well first. I'll check everything inside.
This well looks familiar.
Kinda does. Where have we seen this before? I really don't remember.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Revelio.
What else am I missing? Oh.
Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean?
When we were in that
Give me a moment.
thingamajigger.
I'll explain in a second.
The I don't remember what it's called. The memories of one of the professors, I believe.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor. Hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago.
Exactly.
If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Word.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Which spell was that again? You switched to these ones. Was it? It's not. This one isn't. Okay, I think this is for specifically just the room. Okay. I think this is specifically for the room of requirement. Yeah, okay. Which one was it? It was... Okay, that's all for the room of requirement. Maybe Reparo? I just don't think so.
Reparo.
No, which spell was it? There we go. I was
A stairwell.
completely forgot which spell it was.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
I'm beginning to think that the others are wrong. I have the power to help these souls. It seems as arbitrary not to help them as it would be to rid them of their torment.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
It's as though the magic wants to heal, and I am the one preventing it from doing so. Should I lose hope? Okay.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
Revelio.
The hell? Okay, well I guess that works too.
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
Okay.
I know it sounds strange.
Jump through the
but-
boxes.
Nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true. And I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be floored.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm
Alright.
tempted to hold my breath.
Let's go inside. Entering the Undercroft. See where this leads us. Damn, it's late. It's almost 1:30 in the morning. I'm doing some late night recording.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
Just part of a map.
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
It's a rune diagram. I don't get it.
Anything helpful in the note?
Oh, you take a look at it. You let me
A
know.
rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not. Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Alright. Alright. How do I get out of here? Because I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot. No. Where? I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty sure we were gonna cure Anne on that mission, but I don't know, I guess it's a lot longer than I thought it would be. I might have to do a few missions with Sebastian. Which, yeah, I kind of like Sebastian, because like I said, when we first met, I thought he was just gonna be a guy, you know? I was just gonna hate, but now he's like kind of helping me with everything. So, I mean, I kind of mess with him, you know? Deke wants to teach me how to use the knapsack to rescue magical beasts. Let Deke know when you're ready to leave. And at least I could do this. I still have a bunch of side missions to do. I mean, till level 15, I think I had to do like 3 or 4 side missions. But hopefully after this, I have a feeling I'm actually going to have to do a few side missions. But, I mean, we can at least go ahead and start heading this way. Should I go right here, I guess? Alright. Whew, I'm so tired. But I'll try to get one more part, I guess, because I'm sure what I just did, I'm sure it'll be part 17. And then when I do this, go to part 18. Damn, he's all the way up there.
Hello
God
there.
dang it, Deke.
Perhaps you can help me. Do you think anyone...
What you doing all the way up here, man? I'm glad we have a map, bro. Imagine you had to go through like all of Hogwarts and you didn't even have a map. Oh, I forgot I have to go sell things. Damn it. I'll do it after. But imagine you had to go through all this and you didn't even have a map. That would be crazy. I'd get lost all the damn time. To be honest. Deke, ready to go.